Opportunity that I've had first time that I've had an opportunity to speak publicly, just recognizing what happened in Nashville, and from our program myself, just our prayers, thoughts are with the entire community in Nashville, certainly with the teachers, administrators, students, everybody that was there at Covenant School, and hard to put in words as a parent. Two of my own, how that happens in the tragedy. Just our hearts and are hurt, and our thoughts and prayers are with the entire community.
Josh, as a head coach, talk about the pride you feel watching your guys go through this process.
Yeah, when they finish their last game and they embark on this process, a lot of nervous energy, a lot of decisions that have to be made for them. There's so many situations that they get thrust into for the first time. It can be the combine, it can be interviews at the combine, it can be the pro day to here, which ends the physical part of the process for them. Really proud of this group of guys, how they've handled the entire process, just the feedback that I've gotten today, the feedback that I've gotten after the combine and after some of the postseason bowl games. I thought physically our guys did a great job preparing themselves. Testing numbers between the combine and today have been fantastic. I think that speaks to who these guys are, some of the development that we have inside of our program. Coach Schmidt, our strength and conditioning leader, and proud of what they did. And then the individual drill stuff, they handled themselves in a really good way, and guys catching the football, our defensive guys and their movement patterns, breaking on the football, and offensive line guys did a great job too. So really proud of what they showed today.
Josh, what was Hendon's responsibilities at the line of scrimmage, and how quickly did he process information?
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody in college football has more on their plate than Hendon does, and then you throw in the tempo that we play at. You got to be a quick decision maker. You got to recognize defensive structure extremely quickly. He controls some of our run game. He controls the RPO game, making a decision on every snap. He's got loaded box checks. He's got alerts. He's got kills. He controlled the entire game on every single play, and I think that puts him in a great position to be able to transition to the next level, handle all that's coming at him, and be able to handle it at a really high level.
From a leadership standpoint, with Hendon, like what maybe stood out the most in how he carried himself?
Yeah, I've never been around anybody that's been a stronger or more impactful leader than Hendon Hooker is. Our program's not where it's at today unless Hendon is a part of our locker room. He's smart, he cares, he loves his teammates. You feel his energy every single day when he walks into the building, out onto the practice field, and he's a fierce competitor, somebody that our guys fed off of. And that's when things were going great and when things maybe weren't going great. And it's been dynamic for us, and he'll be the same guy that's true to his character, true to who he is. That's the same guy that some NFL franchise is going to get.
Josh, how important or impactful could it be in recruiting if you guys are able to not only start getting guys to the NFL, having them be prepared, but then having guys go high in the draft regularly like you have a chance to do this year?
Yeah, we will. We've got really good players that are here currently. They're getting developed at an elite level in our off-season program. And structurally, what we do, schematically, offense, defense, special teams, it's putting those guys in a position to showcase their physical attributes, but also stress them and grow them in their understanding of concepts. And that will all transition to the next level. This group of guys, we're going to have a lot of high draft picks that come out of it. The way that we're recruiting, the guys that we're bringing in, the development that we have here, we'll continue to have that.
A lot of the guys have been praised through this pre-draft process about their intelligence in their classroom. Just for you as a coach, how much pride do you have in the fact that they have as much intelligence and understanding of the game as they do physical ability?
Yeah, well, I think it's important. If you're going to play at a high level, physical talent's one thing, but you got to be developed fundamentally, and then you got to understand the game and what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how that's impacted by what you're seeing on the other side of the football. And growing these guys and their football IQ is something that we spend a ton of time on in our off season and spring ball, and during the course of training camp and the lead up to kickoff. The reason we've grown as a program, our players got great trust in who's in the building, the culture that we've built, and they understand that we're helping them grow to become their best and achieve their goals and dreams.
Josh, with the wide splits that you guys run in your offense, some analysts have said, well, that's much different than what the NFL does. What should be players or anyone's response to that translating to the NFL level?
I'm getting a lot of questions about scheme and guys that want to incorporate a lot of what we're doing. So I think it will transition just fine. You look at the NFL, college football, how it's impacted the way that game is being played now. A lot of what is happening on this level is transitioning upward, not necessarily just downward.
With Byron specifically, he ran the 4.43 at the combine. Was that a surprise to you guys that he was that fast? I mean, you guys knew he was physically gifted, but to run that.
Yeah, we did know he was physically gifted. Yeah, we've seen that. Whether it was going to be 4.43 or 4.45, I wasn't sure, but really excited what he's done. How he's ran, how he's jumped. But you look at his individual drills today, he's continuing to put himself where he's maximizing his value.
Thanks,